So, yeah, we set up Will and Lacey. Remember, Will, I have never had someone so anxious to go on a blind date. He had said that he had gotten his heart stomped on a bunch of times. And a lot of you, including Adam, thought he was creepy. Just because he was anxious doesn't make him creepy.
Chris, he was creepy. Let me remind you that he said, I need to go out with her.
He didn't say it like that.
That's what it sounded like. It just freaked me out. Like, what was up with that?
Voice.
Yeah, but it seemed like he's like, look under his breath. Like, I need to go out with her.
He's like, I need her.
I think he said he needed to go out on Friday, probably because he had other plans for the other days over the weekend.
Yeah, I don't know what other plans he has. I hope she's okay, but I don't have a good feeling about this one.
Well, let's just bring him on and find out. We'll chat with Will first. Is he there? Hey, Will, good morning.
Hey, Chris. Look, I'm not some creepy stalker. I found out what everyone was saying about me. I'm not like that at all, really. I have a confession to make, though, so please don't be mad at me.
Oh, God.
Here we go.
What?
Okay, so I told you I'm tight with my frat brothers, and we do our own version of Oktoberfest every year. We haven't missed a year. I'm the only single one, and they all bet that I wouldn't have a date, so I couldn't show up without one, and I was hoping you could help me.
So there it is. Finally, the truth.
Remember, some people were texting that in. That's really funny, that it was like a bet or something.
You are crazy. What if I didn't pick you?
Well, at first, I didn't think you were going to, so in my desperation, I drove to the radio station. So sorry if I creeped you all out. I really needed a date.
Extreme measures.
Well, you got a date. So what happened? Did she go with you? Like, that's a big first date.
Well, it actually wasn't our first date. It was our second date.
Wait,
Wow.
second date.
All right, so things went well. Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, see, that's why I needed to meet her on Friday to see if there was any connection at all and if Saturday was a possibility. And it was. It's actually really cool. Everything may have happened for a reason.
Are you serious? Wow. I mean, she's kind of brave, meeting all your friends on the second date, which was only a day after the first date.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's really chill, like just very easygoing. Friday night we had dinner, and after the first few minutes, there was no weirdness. We just had a good time.
Wait, did you tell her that Friday was really just like an audition for Saturday, or did you just pretend to plan it because you had a good time?
Well, at first, I just said, hey, would you like to come with me to this thing tomorrow? But then on Saturday, I did tell her everything.
And what did she say? Was she mad?
No, not at all. She laughed. Now, if I told her on Friday, she may have been a little, but we had so much fun. So we got along great. It's a funny story.
I mean, these guys know, you guys know how much I love and a good love story. So I'm kind of glad that it worked out.
Yeah, I mean, so far, so good.
Let me tell you, you are lucky. You are lucky. Somebody was looking after you, I think.
Some of my friends' girlfriends were saying it's fate.
Oh, my God. I love that. I love that. All right.
Yeah.
You hang on. We're going to go talk to her, see what she has to say about this whole thing. And then we'll bring you both back on to see if there's going to be a second or actually a third date. A third
Great.
date.
Thanks. And sorry again for coming off crazy in the beginning. I could not lose this bet.
Oh, God. You guys and your bets. I guess I get it. All right. Hang on. All right. I stand corrected.
What does Chris Rollins love more than love? She loves fate.
I do. But I got to say, even this, I'm like, what? This worked out?
He's lucky she didn't slap him across the face.
Like I said, somebody's looking after him because, wow. And so
yeah,
many
her name is Chris
people-
Rollins. You gave him the date.
No, I mean from above.
No, I understand, but I'm just saying, like, you could have rejected him hard.
Adam, how many people guessed that on text? And I was like, nah.
A lot, actually.
That's really
They thought he
funny.
needed like a +1 for like a wedding. I wasn't
Yes.
expecting this, but
Wasn't a wedding, but it was close enough.
yeah, it was definitely an event that I needed her. I didn't imagine it going this way. I really thought I was kind of whatever. She's safe. I'll
She
keep
is
it.
safe,
I'll keep it
Adam.
at that. I thought this was going to end much differently.
He was very skeptical. Let's just say that.
But also, why are we thinking that it's cool? Like, I'm happy they got along and she was cool with him, but like, it was a bet. Like, that
Yeah.
doesn't sound good. Like, what am I to? Just a bet? You brought me on a date because I'm a bet? Like, I'd be kind of upset. Like, but if they get along, cool. If they're happy.
If she's cool with it,
But
then
I've been turned off. Like, I'm a bet to you?
You know what
brought
I'm
me
gonna
along
say.
because I'm a bet?
You know what I'm going to say? It's a darn cute story.
Sure.
If they stay together, how cute is that?
Oh, we met on a bet.
They met on a blind date, which turned into a second date, which started as a bet. I think it's adorable.
But his intentions were, I just need to bring a female with me so I don't get made fun of.
Look what happened. They seem to have
Listen,
gotten along well.
if it's a win, it's a win. But that's just my opinion.
We haven't talked to her yet. Let's talk to her. She's coming up in a few minutes. So we're hearing all about the blind date that Will and Lacey went out on over the weekend. And actually, they went out on 2 dates already. He fessed up to needing a date to this Oktoberfest thing that he and his friends do every year. And when he didn't have one, he came looking for us. Like literally. Showed up at the radio station.
Drove here, called here, emailed here, met with the front desk, did it all.
Let's get her on. Let's get her on. I am dying to know if she's as happy as he is about this whole thing. Hey, Lacey. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Hey there.
So Will filled us in and fessed up about why he needed to go out with you so quickly because he needed a date to his friend's party. You do know about that, right? Because that's what he just told us.
Yeah. He filled me in on Saturday night. It was all so weird. It was a bet that he wouldn't have a date. I was trying to process it after having a few drinks. I mean,
yeah.
No, it was fine. He's a great guy. He's lucky we had a good time on Friday. I have to say, when he asked me out again, I almost said no.
Oh, really?
I seemed too anxious. But, then I just thought, what the hell? You only live once. And it sounded like fun. It's kind of crazy how it worked out.
And you're not mad at him for, kind of lying to you?
No. Not at all. By the way, he's not creepy like everyone thinks. It's a good thing I didn't hear you guys talking about that before I went out with him. I would have been scared.
We were, or I should say I was.
Adam was a little scared. We can tell you that now. He is lucky. I'll tell you what.
I may seem nuts, but maybe this is a sign. Maybe it was supposed to happen. But now I'm kind of wondering, now that he won the bet, is he going to want to see me again? Or did I fulfill my obligation for his party and that's it?
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Well, I never really thought about it like this. He didn't seem, I do know what you mean. I didn't really think about it that way.
I mean, I got along with everybody. It was kind of weird for them, I think, because they had just met me, but it turned out fine. We all had fun, I'd say. Yeah.
All right, well, there's only one way to find out. We're going to bring you both back on, and we'll ask if there's going to be a, I keep wanting to say second, but in this case, a third date.
Okay, thank you. I hope so. He's cute.
Aw, okay. Well, I hope so, too. Maybe this is a sign, like you were saying. You hold on a sec. Oh, my God, you guys, I love them.
Wow, she's really giddy and really excited, and she sounded really honest with us, too, you know?
It sounds to me like she's just kind of going with the flow.
Yeah.
And she had fun.
And why not? Why not, you guys?
Well, yeah, sure. I'm happy to hear that she's safe. She's alive.
Oh, God.
He didn't sacrifice her to some god to stay on this earth for longer for his blood sacrifice. So I'm happy it worked out. But it is kind of weird. Should we change our name to Chris and the Crew's Escort Services? Because that's what he needed this girl for. And now that they're like, oh, we found attraction, so it's love, it's fate. No, I'm happy it worked out.
Don't you love hearing your friends' how we met stories? This is an amazing how you met story.
Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah, guys, we love each other. We just got engaged, and I was a bet, and we fell in love.
I think it's adorable. You hear about people setting up their friends all the time. This is no different.
Then we went to Oktoberfest.
I set up my friend.
And then after that night, I saw his schnitzel. It was great.
You don't know that. We should have asked, though. We should have.
We should have.
I usually do ask about that stuff.
But I hope there's going to be a third date. Listen, it could be cute. I just can't get over the whirlwind that was. But if it works out, it's a win in your book, and we got to take it. Or you got to take it.
He sounded genuine to me. He did. But it's interesting that she is thinking okay, well, now that this Oktoberfest is done, am I done too?
Yeah.
I never really thought about it that way. I don't know. What do you think? We'll open the phone. 609-243-WPST 800-248-9778. I hope he's not like that. He doesn't sound it. But I've been duped before.
They never really recapped the date. Like Tiffany was saying, she gushed more about him. He was just kind of like, oh, well, yeah, hi, this is what I did. I'm confessing to you. It was a good date.
He sounded like he had fun, right? I don't know. Call now. Tell us what you think. Or you can text 44928. All right, so we're about to find out if these two are going to go on I keep wanting to say a third date. If you were listening, or maybe if you were just joining us. So what happened was Will and Lacey went out, and as a lot of you predicted, and Adam kept telling me, and I didn't believe him, that it was a bet that he had with his frat brothers, that he needed a date for this Oktoberfest thing that he was going to over the weekend. He's lucky I picked him, I swear.
He did get really lucky.
Showing up to the radio station. Everything kind of just fell in place. They went out on Friday. Kind of an audition, I guess you could say. But she's not mad. And she did go with him to this Oktoberfest thing on Saturday. And both came back on and said they had a great time. She now is kind of wondering, okay, well, now that he won the bet, is that going to be it for me? And I'm going to feel bad if that happens because I think she's kind of into him. But let's go to the phones because Diane's got a little warning for him. Right, Diane?
Right, Chris. First of all, good morning.
Good morning.
And secondly, Chris, I feel so bad. Everybody's duping you. Not everybody, but it's so sad how people are going on this show. And that young lady, I'm a mom, so I feel so bad because she went on for the right intentions. He went on for a bet. And he better go out with her for the third time. I mean, because he better, yeah.
She's like, he better.
Or he's going to feel the wrath of Diane.
I feel like you're shaking your fist right now, Diane. Like, he better go out again.
Yeah, my face is red.
All right, let's go to Donna. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
So what do you think?
I think Diane's missing the point. I think that he is looking for a girlfriend. I mean, I think his frat brothers tease him because he doesn't have a girlfriend. Doesn't mean he doesn't want one. He hasn't found one.
True.
And he had good intentions. He just had to do it fast.
True. And maybe, I mean, who knows? We don't know this guy at all. But maybe they were trying to, like, force his hand a little bit because maybe he hasn't been looking for somebody. And maybe this is it.
Right.
You know?
I think it's a great story. And I think, you know, if you listen to what he was saying, he said, you know, he wanted that date because he wanted to see if there was chemistry.
Right.
So he had good intentions. He wasn't going to take her if there wasn't chemistry.
But the way he went about it was a little weird. Like, he emailed, called, text, showed up, and then said, I need her.
Well, but think about it. He
was creepy.
He probably could have gotten somebody to go with him, but he wanted somebody that he would like.
Well, he just got lucky. The stars literally aligned.
All right, now let's go to Andrew on the line. Hey, Andrew, good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Good. What do you think?
I am totally with you, Chris. I believe Adam's side of the argument is pretty short-sighted because, I mean, you guys don't even really know the guy, and you're saying he's a creep and would possibly, I don't know, like, you know, make this girl his pagan offering.
I mean, that's the way it sounded like it. Because if I call you and email you, then show up at your place of work, and then I'm going to say, you know what? Let's hook this guy up. Let's give him what he wants.
It is no different from meeting somebody in a bar. You don't know anybody.
But the thing is, like, they showed weird behavior. Have you not, Andrew, have you heard of stranger danger? Like when they have red flags like that, it kind of freaks you out a little bit. You can't tell me that I'm just literally just Looney Tunes over here for thinking the way that I am thinking. Like, it kind of puts you off a little bit, but there's a nice, decent story that has come out of it.
That's
and I know, like, when you date, like, you're strangers at first, but woo, this is a weird first impression, man.
Yeah, but like Chris said, we don't know where he was coming from, and maybe he wasn't looking for a date, and his friends were pushing him for it.
Right.
I don't
know.
We don't know
the backstory at all.
I would lock my doors.
All right. Let's just bring them both back on. Are there any texts? Did you want to read me any texts?
Sure.
Some
people think that it's like a movie. This is a Hallmark movie, maybe called Love and Fate from Diane. Some people are saying that it's kind of like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Since it was a bet, they kind of think of it's like that like teen classic movie, She's All That. Because, like, she was a bet. They made the loser girl into, like, you know, a hot prom girl. Mm-hmm. Someone was saying, oh, this is kind of interesting. They didn't give their name, though. They said, I was a dare from my husband's friends. Now we'd been together for years now.
You see, Adam acted like this was the only time this has ever happened. People have stories like this all the time.
But the bet thing just kind of comes off, I don't know, weird. But I'm happy like it's a good story for them.
Haven't you ever heard like at a football game, I bet you to go, I bet you won't go talk to that girl down there. Or, whatever. There's stories like this all over the place.
That's different than I needed a date, you were a bet. Oh, and by the way, I stalked out a radio station to get here. I love you. I love you, Lacey. Love you, girl.
We'll see. We'll see. Let's bring them both back on to see if they're going to go out again. All right, Will and Lacey, can you guys hear me? I've got a question for you.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You guys are both here. Good. Would you guys like to see each other again? Are you up for a third date?
Okay, I'd just like to say that I know we got off to a kind of weird start, but I'm not a liar. I'm a good person, and don't let this speak too loudly about me. I like you, and I would like to go out again, and I had a lot of fun with you this weekend.
Lacey?
I think it's funny how it all happened. So I'd be up for seeing where this could go.
Yes,
Wow.
I agree.
Wow,
I think you guys will now go out on like a normal date and just get to know each other a little bit more. And I actually love you guys, so keep in touch, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Stay
All right.
safe.
Oh, stop it, Adam.
Want to get hooked up? Email crew@WPST.com and then listen for Chris and the Crew's Blind Date. Friday mornings at 7:15 on 94.5 PST.